Yeah, no, I mean, anytime that like we do good in the truck, it's just a confidence boost. Hey, can you guys wait for like 10 minutes? Give us like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Ready to rock? Ready. Last clap.
Last clap? The last clap.
Ready. So.
Is that loud or is that okay? So Crandon has been something that I've known of since before I can remember. Like, I mean, just like my dad, you know, and all my friends, everybody was always just big off-road truck kind of guys, and this was always kind of the race that everybody talked about. So I guess when I was probably 15, 16, growing up, you know, this was something I always wanted to do. It was always on my bucket list. And then having the opportunity with kind of the Red Bull family and the Yokohama family, you know, to make this come to fruition was just awesome last year.
Oh man, I've raced all over the world, and I've been racing since 2007. So a long time, but Crandon holds a special place in my heart. You know, this is one of the best tracks you come to with the fans. There's nothing like lining up like a motocross race side by side with 20 other Pro 4s and doing a drag race into turn 1 at 105 miles an hour. And then coming around turn 1, and then you see 30,000 people on their feet cheering. So I think just the environment, the atmosphere, what this race holds, what it means to me and my race team and my family. I think that's why it keeps us coming back, is just the enjoyment we have. The fans love off-road racing back here, and that's why we've been coming for 10 years now.
I like coming here to Crandon for this final race of the year because I have no stress on my shoulders. I've been in that title fight. I've been the last race of the year, drained. My crew guys are drained, fighting all year, tooth and nail, and everything you have to get through this last race. Well, we're not really in that mentality. It's our third race of the year. We show up to win no matter what we do, but we haven't been grinding everything we have all season long. We're coming in pretty fresh, and we have our eyes on the prize, and that's that Cup race. So it doesn't really matter how we do Saturday. Come Sunday for World Cup weekend, we're there to play, and we want it. So
another reason why Crandon could really be unpredictable is because we have 17 trucks in the house. We are getting guys who are not only new to the class like Travis Dinsmore, but we are having guys from the West Coast come out. We have RJ Anderson who's back with us, but Bryce Menzies is back, and Travis Pastrana is going to try out the Pro 4. So we have just an inflated field, which always makes for an exciting feature, but again, anything can happen.
I'm going to say it's probably one of the better weekends, you know, for actually racing. I mean, now that, Champ is the only thing going in off-road racing, this is where everybody's at. I mean, off-road's kind of went full circle now, and it's back to one series, and all the best guys are here. And so there's no, you know, oh yeah, they're fast, but come out here and race us once. There's none of that. That's all done. You know, we're all racing under the same umbrella, and you know, let the best man win. So.
For me, I honestly feel like I'm in a really good spot. I know I've had a rough year, but I've been here at every single race. It's tough for these guys like Travis Pastrana, Bryce Menzies, Keegan, to come into a race. You got, you know, 3 chances to do good, right? So you got 3 races total, and you haven't driven the car all year against the best guys out there, and you haven't R&D'd your vehicle to this point, and you haven't figured everything out to where I've done all that, and I'm not in the points, and I've had a really bad year. So I'm literally going out there like I'm winning or not. Like, I have nothing to lose. I don't care.
So it's tough to sit here and be like, yeah, we're gonna win the championship. You know, obviously CJ's got a grip on it, and you know, hats off. He's had great years and great races, and I haven't. So there's no one else to blame. Myself, my crew, we all take it on the shoulder, man. It's one punch at a time, and we try swinging back as much as we can. But so I'll take it. I mean, it's not over, like you said. I will throw down. I will do everything I can to win this race, and it's up to him to wherever he comes in and finishes. I don't take out. I don't block pass. I'm not going to try to squid him out of a win. That's not who I am. So if he wins it fair and square, then he wins it. And I take that one on the chin. It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna do everything I can for it not to happen.
At any given time, these guys are going to get released on the steel and starting line. And listen to this horsepower. Get on your feet. The green flag is flown here in Pro 4. They're heading towards Forest County, Potawatomi, turn number 1.
Who's going to have the hole shot? It'll be the 22, Johnny Greaves with the hole shot, but here comes Carlson. Right on the back bumper of Greaves, and it's been tagged.
And knowing our point situation, I had to finish, after qualifying, I had to finish 12th or better, and there was 16 trucks, 15 not including myself. So it's like I really only had to beat 3 trucks. Let's do the smart thing, and being that I qualified and was in the front row, I couldn't just not go, being that there was people behind me. So I opted to drop back to the second row and then just do my thing, and it ended up working out all right.
I'm going for the win. I mean, I qualified 3rd, inverts 4, so I got a great starting position. So yeah, we were talking about the points and, you know, points at the half, and I said, you don't gotta worry about that because I'm already claiming those. So we'll see how that goes. But you know, all the best are here, and I'm running strong. Everybody's running strong. So, but I know I can run with them. So good start. I'm going for it. Whatever happens with them too. I mean, I can't fix it, nor do I want to be a part of it. He's got to win this championship on his own, which he's perfectly capable of, and I'm going to go do my
position thing. As Johnny Greaves flying off that drop-off jump.
It'll be Johnny Greaves leading the way the first time into the Polaris gravel pit. Greaves, Carlson, Matag, and big trouble. Kyle Leduc has pulled off to the side in the gravel pit.
Kyle Leduc, it looks like that new drop-off jump really has caused him havoc. The right rear shock is just broke on that 99 Monster Energy ride. Tough break for Leduc. Crandon really hasn't been very nice to him lately.
You know, the rivalry between the Greaves and the Leducs goes back a generation. You know, it's Johnny and my dad were at each other's throat all the time, and I was spotting for my dad, and so I'd get tangled up in this chaos and fighting, and you know, it was unproductive, but the crowd seemed to love it, but it was just pure carnage. But and then once I started racing and doing well, me and Johnny had our run-ins here and there, and either the rivalry continued or it flared back up. But me and him have had some knockdown, drag-out fights, and it sucks. I mean, it does nothing good for anybody, and it's all good though. I think this year, like you said, it has gotten better. I haven't been parked by anybody. I haven't been pissed off, throwing stuff, trying to knock them out in the pits. Hasn't happened as much this year, I guess, which is good. That's what it needs to be. Like you said, ERX, those races can happen. Nobody needs to hate anybody. Nobody needs to be at each other's throat. I mean, the biggest competitor of my entire life in Pro 4 was Rick Huseman. His truck's parked right over there. And never did I ever hate that guy. And he whooped my butt and made me work so damn hard to go fast. And we grew up together, and we raced together, and like, that was always fun for me. It's because no matter what we did on the track, it was always a good race. Whether he beat me or I beat him, and it was good. It's hard to get that again, you know. And this year was definitely better. But yeah, that bond between me and Rick, even my brother didn't have that. We were always at each other's throat, you know, trying to beat your bro. But it's good. It's good to see his truck here. Good to be here at Crandon, and hopefully it goes smooth, and we all come out of here smiling. Yeah, it's all good.
He made it work though as he's opening up that gap on the 15 of Carlson as he tries to hunt down our race leader, Johnny Greaves.
Carlson with some new colors on board this weekend. Red Bull, Yokohama Tire on board as well. Oh, he over rotates, giving that spot over to Kyle Cheney.
And Carlson now off the pace. Carlson's day is done. Cheney now up into the top 3.
Yeah, it just seems like every track that we've gone to has been like, oh man, this track's really hard on Pro 4s. Like, it's been tearing them up. Like, at what point is it just gonna be like, we're pushing these things so hard that they're getting tore up? Like, it's probably gonna happen this weekend. It's already happening. Like, I broke an axle in the first race. Travis ripped off a tire. Half the guys are battling issues. Like, it's Pro 4 racing. It's not like, oh man, blows my mind. Like, there was Pro 4s that didn't finish. Like, okay, yeah, like it's just how it is. So.
A little bit further back, good battle for position going on. That's the battle for fourth. 3 trucks involved in that one. It's Jimmy Henderson holding the spot. Anderson pushes wide. That's going to let Jenny go underneath. A lot of fight right now in Adrian Jenny as he tries to steal that spot away from Anderson. Not going to make it happen there, though.
Some of these new guys coming in don't quite have the experience. Maybe even somebody like Menzies that doesn't run a Pro 4 all the time. His timing might be off a little bit or something. So we'll just have to be patient. You know, if we get one of those guys in front of us, be patient, look for a mistake instead of trying to push the issue and maybe wrecking the truck. So might take them on a little different. And yeah, we bump fenders a little bit with the guys that have been here all year, so I might owe 1 or 2 of those guys a little bit of, you know, a little door panel. So I'll definitely handle these guys different.
Those front 2 trucks, Bonds eyeing off, going in the gravel pit. Here comes Doug Matag. Greaves opens the door. Matag trying to slam it. He can't get the job done.
Matag took his shot there in the Polaris gravel pit.
Loop. Here comes Matag back to the inside. Watch, he's going to try to cross back over and go underneath. And he does. Nice textbook move by Matag.
He's going to slide wide. Greaves dives back underneath, and Johnny Greaves steals the spot back from Matag.
Or don't realize how extreme this sport is. Like, Pro 2, the way you drive them is, you know, you're really finesse. You're kind of easier on parts. You're easier on drivetrain. You're easier on everything. Pro 4, if you're not driving like to your fullest potential, like, you're not going to win. So you're pushing every part on the car as hard as it can be pushed until it breaks or you make it through. Like, you can get lucky or you can fail.
Johnny Greaves, they're about 1 truck length apart as they head down into the gravel pit.
Look at Matag, he's rotating so early. He tries to put a door to Matag and he stubs the truck. He stalls the truck. Tough break by Matag.
Oh no, heartbreaking for Doug Matag. One last time up and over the jump, 1 right-hander to go. He'll be staring down the checkered flag. Johnny Greaves takes the win here in round 11 at Crandon International Raceway.
It was like one of the coolest moments I think we've had in our camp, in our family.
Putting down the best laps we could, and we just kept catching them and passing a few of them. We were able to hold RJ off, and you know, Cheney was extremely fast today. Just I really got a good run on him going into Argonne. I think he slipped up a little bit and we were able to take advantage of it. And man, what an awesome race, you know? Finished out the season with a 2nd. Woo!
Super pumped, man. We earned that one. Like, you know, we got 3rd at Lena, but that was an earned 3rd. I mean, I'm pumped for that. Super pumped.
Kyle Cheney, Jimmy Henderson, my dad, myself, all 4 of us up on the podium at one time. Kyle worked out of our shop all summer. Jimmy, if he's not working out of our shop, he's obviously working out of our tent and been a part of us for the last couple of years. And then obviously my dad and myself, and my dad going out there and leading every lap of anything Pro 4 all weekend. It was just a hometown spirit this weekend, man. At the end of the day, I mean, this is going to be the sweetest one for sure. I mean, getting it taken away last year and flat out just getting beat all year long, to be able to come back this year and fight for it and feel like that we're the man to beat now again.
His 6th championship at Pro 4, his 9th career championship, which ties him, by the way, with his father, and they are off a green flag flying.
Take a look at Potawatomi turn number 1. Here they come. Pro 4 at Crandon, and race day's underway.
Johnny Greaves with a hole shot just like one day ago. Yesterday, Johnny Greaves was vintage Johnny Greaves. He ran an absolute perfect race. Doug Matag, the 81 truck, was trying to take it away from him, had a mechanical, but boy, did they put on a show. Oh, and up on the bike goes the 7 truck of Bryce Menzies, who got a good start there, ends up in P3, but going to the gravel pit, it'll bite you.
Oh yeah, and now they're over in what is known as Calamity Corner, coming by what will be the finish line jump right here. Greaves hanging on to the lead as they clear a couple of more of those big rollers.
Doug Matag, he is up there, and you just want to see a strong finish and a win for Doug Matag, and he did it again. Doug Matag, like, damn it, Doug. you just want to see him do well, and you love seeing these. I don't want to say a newcomer to the series. He's obviously raced here many times, but one of our West Coast runners come out here and he came just shy of a win this season. So
Johnny just really hooks it in there, man. Lifted up the inside tires. Oh!
Around goes Menzies. The tag almost goes over, and Greaves with a huge lead now.
CJ got into the side of Menzies as well. Not really sure what caused that. All three of them crashed bit, nose to tail, a good bit lower. And look at CJ Greaves right down on the bottom, taking a look at Doug Matag.
Well, you have two ways of going through there, don't you? You either go to the outside, try to carry as much momentum as you can, or go way to the inside. And this is going to be the move right here as CJ tries to push his way past. He's got him over the finish line. Jump! Oh! They get together in midair. Matag almost goes all the way over. They're both out of it.
I bet he keeps going. He gets it sorted. He probably snubbed the motor right there, but boy, what a big moment.
What an incredible bit, as they must have flown almost 100 yards in midair, connected together. Matag drives away.
The biggest thing is like, we know we can be up there. We know we can win. You know, I mean, like I've showed it in the past. I think Kyle Leduc's one of the fastest drivers here, and I used to battle with him for wins every weekend. You know, it's just this year's, you know, taking a toll on just our decision maybe. But I mean, if this weekend goes great, then you never know. You know, I mean, I think that we can win in either class. It's just what we can afford and what our sponsors want to do.
Right now, like I said, I don't have any plans of retiring anytime real soon. You know, we're still running strong, and you know, the series is doing great. So, you know, all the things are right. You know, for me to just stay in it for a while.
Can't do it. Take your eyes towards the finish line jump. Here he comes through Calamity Corner for the final time. Greaves, checkered flag. He'll win Pro 4.
Johnny Greaves, one of only a couple of drivers to have a win in Pro Light, Pro 2, and Pro 4, just earns his 125th career win since 1998. He is one of the greatest of all times. This is a home track for him. He lives just 100 miles away. Couldn't pick a better place. Everybody here loves him. What an exciting race. Congratulations to Henderson and Chenny as well. As they make the lead.
Yeah, G-Paw's still got something for them boys and the track, right?
100% for next year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think that season went as a whole?
Man, it really was. I mean, I think it's going to go up in the record books for one of the best seasons up to date, anyways, of Pro 4 racing. I think half the races everyone came off the track and was like, "That's the best Pro 4 race we've ever seen." And then 2 weeks later, it's like, "Nope, that's the best Pro 4 race." And it seemed like every time we were out there, that's what was happening. And everybody ultimately stepped up their game this year. I mean, the 99 kicked all of our butts last year, and he made us go out there and dig harder and try harder and just dig deeper. I mean, the driving style has changed. I don't think that you've seen as many people just willing to Hail Mary it in there and hope it sticks and just really go after it. So it made it more interesting this year for sure that we were all kind of almost in the fight. You never knew who was going to win, and when RJ was there, he was in the fight. Doug was in the fight. My dad, myself, Jimmy was in the fight. I mean, there was so many guys that could win at any given time. I mean, this weekend, you had Jimmy on the podium twice. Cheney was on the podium, who was never his second year in Pro 4. I mean, it's just been such a crapshoot all the time that I really think it's one of the most entertaining seasons you're ever going to get, whether it was a win, lose, draw. I mean, all BS aside, we love having the 99 here because this sport wouldn't be where it is. Pro 4 wouldn't be where it is without each other, without all of us pushing one another to get faster and get better and go out there and just freaking send it. So I'm beyond stoked to be able to wrap up the championship. It's definitely the sweetest one yet, but further than that, it's going to be trying to back it up.
Obviously, with that kind of field, you know, even the Pro 2 class is so stacked now.
Opening rounds for Keegan Kincaid, they were good to him in the number 4 team. He came out here, swept the weekend, and that was big for him. I know that he had to be very frustrated after last season. He didn't win the championship, but it pretty much came down to the wire. It was close between him and Kyle Kleiman.
You know, it's going to be a battle. There's more Pro 2s than ever before. You know, there's a couple guys from out west, a couple guys that haven't been racing full season here. So I think we're going to have over 20-something trucks. So DNF here, kill you.
Or I want to be the best, so you got to beat the best. That's pretty much how it goes. What's up? I'm Jared Brooks, driver of the number 77 General Tire Bilstein Pro 2. We're here on the Midwest for this year.
Not really to lose, you know, but the way the year's been going, you never know what's going to happen.
Pretty lucky yesterday?
I don't know if he got lucky, but
Anything else to prove?
Man, I don't think there's nothing else to prove this year.